Hello and welcome to Sudokanar. Here is a Sashigane puzzle, which is actually a variant of Sashigane. I'll explain that in a moment. It was set by a Dutch author Bakpao as part of a speed setting contest. And it's the first time I feature Bakpao on the channel, and that's a great pleasure for me. So, what is it? So, the normal rules of Sashigane is that you need to divide the grid into one cell wide L-shaped regions. So, stuff like this. And that's the usual rule, but this time one cell must be left over and be part of no L-shaped region. And this cell has to be determined as part of the puzzle. And it should really complicate the matters a bit. Well, in the rules of Sashigane, those arrows are at one end of their L-shapes, so something like this, and they point to the bend of the shape. So this points to the bend like this. And a number is at the bend, and a circle without a number is at the bend as well, but a number means that is the total number of cells in the shape. So let's start. Well, we can start like this, so this extends, and it will have to go to this 7. And now we have 4 cells, so we'll take 3 more cells here or 3 more cells there. This 6 now. So this is the bend, and it doesn't extend to the left, so it will extend to the right. And you see that it can take a maximum of 3 cells here, so we need another 2 cells at least. And it's the same here. We take a maximum of 3 cells to the right, so we must take at least 2 cells down. And this extends at least to this point. Something possible here is that those meet, and this is actually mandatory, because this has to turn, so we have one region here. This arrow extends. This arrow extends. Let's just extend the arrows without thinking. This way. Oh, and this is the same as what happens on top. We get separations here as well. And then let's think. So this has to extend in both directions, and this must extend here. Now this should be a whole region with a bend here. In a normal Sashigane puzzle, this cell would have to be used by this shape. But we know that one cell somewhere has to be unused, so something is still ambiguous in this regard. Now, where should I look next? This is very suspicious, obviously. And perhaps we are supposed to find that the unused cell is somewhere in the middle of all those circles, but I don't see why it should be so. Not seeing it. I could imagine something like this, this, and well, a lot can be imagined. So we know that this 7 needs another 3 cells, either here or there. Same for this one, but this one has the rest of the region, either here or there, and I don't see how it could be disambiguated at this point. What happens with this 5? Oh, there's something here. If I were to go down, then I would need 3 more cells horizontally, and it wouldn't work because of this arrow. So I need to go up, and then I won't go down, obviously, and oh, I put a wall here, but there's no clear choice as to whether it's to the left or to the right. Oh, if I try to go left, then I have to do this, and those 3 cells here are stranded. They won't be part of any air-shaped regions, and we know that only 1 cell has to be in this case, so I must go to the right. Now I take a maximum of 3 cells here, so I need another 2. And there remains an ambiguity as to whether this cell or this cell is used to complete this region. As I mentioned previously, in a standard Sashigane puzzle, this would have to go out, and it could go this way or this way. Going this way, it would isolate this cell, but this is allowed. So why not? If this joins the 7, then this can still go this way. Not that many restrictions. This 4 can go down and take those. Oh no, it won't. If it goes down, it takes those, and those 3 cells get stranded. So 4 will extend upwards. If I try to go to the right, then this is still possible. So that doesn't seem to be an issue. If I extend to the left, I can still do something like this. Both seem to work. Well, I think there's something about those cells. One of them may be isolated, but not all of them. That doesn't seem to be such a strong statement. Something interesting is that this arrow won't extend to this 4, because it would make 4 cells without being an L shape. So there must be a disconnection somewhere. The arrow should turn here or there. If it turns here, then this 7 must go the other way. And I was thinking, what if 7 goes this way? Let's try that. Then this has to go this way. And we can still have here, and we can still have either of those cells unused. And because that would break the standard requirement that the solution be unique, this is definitely not what is happening. But that is not proof that this is not correct. This is what I'm spotting, but this is no absolute proof that I won't get a solution doing this. But this tells me that most likely is that 7 goes to the right. Is there anything to be said about this one? Well, this arrow won't extend to the 4 because, well, the same reason as here. This arrow won't extend to this 4. something interesting is, what if those lines don't join? What if they don't join? So it means that this one turns left, and this one can't go further to the right because, oh yes, it could join this 7, sorry. But in this case, this 4 has to go up. What did I do? Well, the alternate question should be, can this 4 go down? And I think it can't. If I try to have it go down, it must stop here. But then it has to go 2 cells on one side. It won't go this way, so it has to go this way. And now we get something that is not conforming to the rules. So this 4 can't go down, it has to go up. And it won't go further than this, and it has to go 2 cells to the left. Right, and now this 4 has to go to the left and to the north. They can't join here. So let's go down and we complete this 5 this way. This now has to be closed. This cell may be unused, but those can't be unused with it. So we have at least this and at least this. So I think we're supposed to find the unused cells somewhere else in the grid so that this region extends to those cells. And if this, well, here I think the only way of having things fulfilled is to do this and that. Because if this doesn't turn left immediately, it has to go up and join this, and we have 2 unused cells, sorry. So this 7 is like this. And there remains ambiguity as to whether this cell is used or not. Let's go back to this 4. We complete it this way. This now has to take this cell and this cell. It stops here, but we don't know about this. Not yet, at least. This 7 now goes this way. And this 4 has only one way, which is this. And now this should give us the unused cell. Because we can't have something like this, because the circle wouldn't be at the bend. So this can't be used. So this one is the, well, I mark it as the red cell, and it's quite fitting that it should be at the center of the grid. So now this joins this, we go down, we have this, and now this cell has to be used, those cells have to be used as well. This 6 is now complete. Those have to be used. That's an L shape. And the only way to fulfill this region is to have this L, and this. This has to go out. This needs to turn. Now, how do we finish this area? Well, a way to make it work is to have this, this here can only go up, so that those meet. And if I try to have this go up, then here I need to have this and this. This should work. Is this the only way? Well, actually, the only way to use this is to have a region like this. All right. So let's finish this standard Sashigane puzzle. Here I have this. This has to come out, so I join here. This is the end of this region. I go down here. I put this wall. This region is now finished. Here I must come out. And I still need to resolve this part. And this is where it helps not to have aphantasia. I was thinking, what about this cell? This cell is not with that. This cell is not with that, so this cell has to go down. So this 4 can now only be this way. This has to come out. We get this region. And I think the only way is this. And this completes the solve of this excellent Sashigane puzzle with 1 cell unused by Bakpao. This was very well done and in under an hour, which is a tour de force. Thanks for watching this video and see you soon on Sudokanar.